Match starts in 3, 2, 1, go. First elimination.
Okay.
Hello, hello.
We had a bit of mic issues, but
Now we are here.
we're good to go.
Yep. Now I assume we're just waiting for the game. If you don't end up talking game in, then we'll just assume that you started the stream and such when you open up a stream on the Discord.
Yeah, he said he wanted to talk.
Cool.
I think it'll be fine. We'll see what's going on.
Maybe we could just talk to each other.
Like a couple
Just
of
pretend I'm not here. And get the teamwork on Sky is really quite solid. And they have decent players, but their teamwork definitely oversteps their skill. Ah,
No, you weren't. Cool. Everything's working for us.
yeah.
Right. I think we should be good right now.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm not Gollum.
And I'm Willow.
Today we're going to be casting a match between Fire and Sky, two very exciting teams to watch in the past and also to play against. They've been going through a lot of changes, especially Team Sky, since Cycle 1. Sky, in the past 2-3 cycles, added Black Widow
Yeah,
as
it's
a
3
team
cycles
member.
now.
Then they became captain, and then they almost completely rearranged their roster.
Mhm.
Pulled on a lot of new players, got dismissed, I suppose, a few who it seems wouldn't be playing in the first place, and basically the team is incomparable to
How they were at the
between
beginning.
Cycle 1 and where they are now. Yeah,
Absolutely. Looks like we're doing Launchpad, Waterway, and Stadium. Very interesting. I believe it was Sky has never played a Stadium all this season.
yeah. They've either had forfeits from the enemy team, or it's been one team scores twice and the other doesn't get any maps. Fire, on the other hand, has gone to Control Point twice. So if we get that far, I'm thinking I'll probably give Fire the advantage just because they have the league experience in there. Although you shouldn't discount Sky, they've definitely practiced the map. I also would like to, I think, just looking at the stats, crunching the numbers, give some advantage to Fire on Waterway, especially if they have the most ideal lineup for that map. They're a very aggressive team. They're a very active team. I really love their playstyle. It's very entertaining to watch. Sky, like I mentioned, if they were the same team that they were in the first 1, 2, 3
Cycles.
what was it? Cycles, yeah. I wouldn't be giving them any advantage on any map, but their teamwork has been fantastic since changing around their roster and getting Black Widow as the new captain. I give them advantage on Launchpad here.
Yeah, I can definitely see that. For sure. But, you know, I think this will be interesting to watch. I'm
Wondering whether or not we're live here.
well,
Maybe
we
we
can
can-
hear. It's possible we're having some issues right now.
Yeah, maybe let's go ahead and have Loop HD say something in the chat.
Oh, we might be going back up now.
Oh,
All right.
I mean, I can see us on screen.
Well, why don't do you want to make that point again, just to double check?
Sure. So, in the past,
Oh, real quick, we do actually have a giveaway going on with a lot of amazing sponsors, which is being shown on the screen right now. I believe everything you can find related to this is in the description if you want to win your very own Quest 2, and you can join us in some Hyperdash games.
Going ahead and checking the sound here on the stream. Looks like we're not quite able to hear it. I'm wondering if that might be an issue with our computer, not the stream. If anyone in the chat can hear us, go ahead and give us some sort of thumbs up in the comments. And speaking of thumbs up, make sure you like this stream, this video here. Also, be sure to subscribe to Dash League Network. Hit that bell icon in the bottom to get some notifications for when we post new streams on Dash League Network. It really helps out the channel and helps out Dash League as a whole, too. This is a very good game, very stylized, very quick, and this is a very active league.
It is very active, very close league. Everyone here is, is very in it with the league, and just some of the best people.
And just to make sure that the point I made in the beginning comes across, just in case it got cut out from the stream for some reason, I give some advantage to Sky or Launchpad, because their teamwork has been off the hook here.
Prepare to
So
start.
let's see what happens. Fire's starting as red, so we'll see an interesting defense. I think Sky will make it through checkpoint at the very least against Fire. USPS getting those shocks.
Even still, the skill on Fire is phenomenal for their level. They are a very
Match
aggressive
starts
team,
in
at least
3,
in my experience.
2,
They're very good at maps
1,
like Waterway,
go.
which we'll be playing after this, and Control Point.
First elimination.
We'll be able to see after this if each team gets a map.
Absolutely. Oh, it looks like we're getting started here. USPS is blasting the top of the house with those shocks. I know we didn't talk about rosters too much, but it looks like Fire is using Noble, USPS, Gadgetman, Rukau, and Galil Arthur. Some of their best lineup. So Sky has definitely got their work cut out for them in this launch pad. Some of these people on this team are absolute killers. I know Galil Arthur kills it. I know Noble kills it. Yes, she's a veteran. Though, I'd definitely be stressing out a little bit if I was Sky.
Although, even as we're saying that, Sky has been able to consistently push this cart. They've got one player on it, and they haven't been stopped until just now. Even still, they've got 2 more players.
Party bus. Oh no. That's the cart fired. Galil Arthur, wow, getting a triple on cart.
Almost completely stopping it on their own.
Venom hopping off to get health. See, this is kind of a thing that you see in a lot of lower level teams. There's kind of a philosophy that, hopping off for health means that's 10 to 20 seconds you're not pushing that cart, which can really be a detriment. I mean, you really want every second on that cart as possible. Here he goes doing it again. That's 2 times now the cart's been stopped for a few seconds, which those seconds really add up. But they're making great time right now.
What was that behind the cart? Was that move out? Very good clear.
Getting a good disruption.
And Sky recovering, starting to push the cart once again.
Mukau still in their spawn, getting kills. A triple by Mukau.
Getting some health, staying in the bottom house.
Finally taken out by Black Widow.
Good clear by Black Widow.
Black Widow, the captain of Team Sky. Got multiple Sky inside of house right here. Taking out their Rocketeer. Oh, that's gonna hurt for Fire.
Huge. Sky's able to capitalize on this. They can stack multiple players on the front. Emphasize having a defensive position instead of getting you moving on the cart.
Absolutely. Looks like the cart made it to the bottom of the bend with 4 minutes, which, if you've seen any of these casts, you know that that's kind of the standard game they're going for. That means they're completely on par with what you should be doing. It doesn't mean that they're doing, crazy, blowing anyone's mind here, but they're definitely on par, doing a great job.
Yeah, as long as they get a consistent burst of pushes here in this last zone, get onto the bridge around the turn, they should be able to make checkpoint at this rate. Being consistent on getting the clears on the cart and getting some looks on it, which they've been
Galil getting a blunt. Same Galil that's responsible for a lot of the great catches we have.
Shout out to that. The bird feeder was going to be some disruption there, not quite able to secure any kills though.
Galil's killing it right now. Oh man, absolutely.
Especially around the objective. Like, you can get kills all you want, but if you're not clearing the objective specifically, then it really doesn't matter. But
Sky's killing it right now. I mean, multiples on cart. They're double stacking cart. They're about to get a party bus going with rocket. Oh man, Fire's really stressing right now. 2 minutes 30 seconds, and they're already almost at checkpoint. That's gonna be really hard to put that. They got multiples on cart too. So the Sky even pulls out a single explosive. They could get a double, triple, quintuple kill.
All Sky needs to do is launch an explosive, jump in, get some inches, and then die, and they'll definitely make it up to this checkpoint.
It looks like Whale with Cake did exactly what we were just talking about. Grabs a shot, clears that cart, and makes a good checkpoint.
Yeah, they didn't even die. There was no fire around the cart. All of them got cleared out. This is a great first checkpoint by Sky. Their teamwork and coordination really, really giving them the day so far.
Absolutely. Whale with Cake still alive with the shock, pushing up.
Seems like they're trying to keep the area clear so the cart can continue to move forward. Sky seems to have a lot of emphasis on one player on the cart. All of the 4 rest of them try and keep it clear and kill all of Fire before they can even approach.
Oh man, Sky pushing out. Just really Earth Fever, another good player over on Sky, gets taken out. Oh, supported by Black Widow though. That's some good grouping on Sky's part. You definitely want to make sure that you can always support each other, help each other, keep each other alive. Black Widow taking a great defensive position right now, watching all of the possible sight lines and positions that Fire can take. Gets a little greedy for kills and gets out of position. I think I would have liked to see Black Widow stay there and protect the cart from far. But Will still getting many, many kills.
And if you're watching the minimap, you'll see there's lots of red dots in that front little triangle area, moving all over the place, getting into some firefights, maybe winning some firefights, but none of them until just now have ever been behind the cart. Sky's been able to push consistently. Even now, they have to come up.
Noble, just a killer over on
Absolutely. I mean, something you would like to see here is Fire getting some sort of advantage on the kill-to-death ratio.
I think if we're looking for kills, you would see a big disparity. I mean, cart's not moving. Black Widow in front of cart, gets back onto cart. I mean, Sky's making great time here. 6 minutes to health pack, that's definitely not bad. So it's possible they could even make 100%.
Yeah, the most telling thing, honestly, here is going to be this last zone. If they turn that corner, get into the straightaway, and Fire has a huge respawn advantage at that point forward. If Fire is able to get a lot more group of coordination as a result of that, should be able to hold it for a while. Though it looks like, outside of Noble, in front of the cart, they had a decent stop there on the cart.
They did. They definitely did. It looks like Fire finally, now that they're getting to the position where the respawn advantage is no longer a huge stage, they're able to start getting it together. But it's 78%, 6 full minutes left. I mean, that's pretty hard. It's only 7% away from the up at 85%, where it becomes the hardest push in the game. And with 5 minutes left to do that push, it might actually be very possible.
Yeah, with the way things are looking, this might be the longest 5.5 minute hold Fire's fight here.
Well, we've definitely seen it be done before. I think even we've done it before, where a team is just stomping us, but we hold them before the 100% mark at 5 minutes. So
absolutely,
it's definitely possible.
It's just very difficult.
Absolutely.
And even now, Bird Fever pushing that cart, rest of Sky keeping it clear, making sure they don't die while they're getting some inches there. Double stack on the cart now.
Oh, yep, we got 1 on, 2 on. Good job by Sky, super grouping up. I mean, right now, if I'm Sky, I'm wondering where Fire even is. I mean, other than right there, I did not see any Fire, contesting that cart.
Honestly, I'm thinking Sky knows exactly where Fire is, getting held back by the rest of Sky's teammates. And what is that? Whale with Cake, 21 kills. Black Widow, 26? Is that?
Something like that.
Very, very well done on members of Sky. But if we watch Noble around here, he's behind the cart trying to keep this triangle zone clear. Gets shot up by Whale with Cake. Not quite able to make anything of that disruption, although they are able to hold them back for a little bit and delay this push. Whale with Cake focusing on clearing out the disruptors instead of pushing forward to cart. Not quite what you want to be seeing. It's exactly what the disruptor wants from you.
Exactly. You want to be taking their attention away from the cart at any means possible, even if you die.
That said, those disruptors and Fire are doing a good job of just that. Whale with Cake clearing out that shotgun alley, keeping behind the cart clear.
Now trying not to yes, Noble's still alive, playing that cart. Noble just killing it. Oh man, Noble could have Another kill. Oh, I had a good trade.
Looks like this is almost exactly what you were talking about earlier. That once we hit that zone 3, get underneath that bridge type thing, I guess. We can see Fire with the respawn advantage really able to hold that cart and make sure Sky can't get much forward.
Exactly. USPS with the shocks.
Yeah, as long as Fire with a Disruptor is able to kill 1, maybe 2 of Sky, their push is completely stopped. Sky seems to be holding up for all of their team in order to move forward, which worked up until this point.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, you know, it seems like Fire's definitely got it under control now. They're taking good positions that I like to see. I'd like to see someone positioned onto cart rather than just around it. I mean, you really want to prevent even those less than 1% pushes if they're already making this great time. Realistically, Fire's going to have a really hard time pushing as far as Sky did. And there's still 3 minutes left. I wouldn't want him to go another inch.
It looks like during that firefight, Galil may have been on the cart and got cleared. That was a nice trade there on the member of Fire. Sky, of course, going to be taking a much longer time getting back to the cart than any member of Fire will. The trades here are what you want to be looking for if you're Fire.
Man, a lot of taking main rail by Sky. You know, taking main rail definitely can be a danger. We got a party bus going on with 3 on. Well, it looks like Fire is able to take out all 3 of them. That's pretty impressive. But, oh, we're seeing a whole team fight right now. I mean, look at the mini-map. How many colors are all on top of each other fighting. Good job by Fire taking out the entire.
Fire seems to be very, very disruption heavy here. They like to move 2, even 3 triangle, making sure that Sky can't even begin to approach the cart. But once 1 sneaks through on Sky, they're able to cause a lot of damage there.
Yeah, the kill counter counting 25 kill streaks. I'm wondering if that's very accurate. Well, with getting the dash, that dash is really essential. As red team, you know, a lot of teams put a lot of focus on taking that dash as much as possible just to prevent with that dash you can do exactly what Whale was doing. Get there, get behind. Oh, hella money getting on cart.
Crossing has a shield you can use at that.
Oh, good kill. Almost a double kill. Another Sky on cart gets taken out by Noble. But Venom's still alive, getting to cart. Oh, Fire finally clearing them all out. But man, at what cost? They got multiple percent there. They're at 92%. This is going to be really hard for Fire to counter.
Every member of Sky has been
1
great
minute
about
remaining.
jumping on the second it is cleared. Not waiting to kill other enemies around the cart necessarily, but trying to get as much movement as possible, as constantly as possible.
Okay, still on. Oh man, look at him. He's bobbing and weaving. He's going back and forth. He's going crazy.
Possible to hit for a moment there. He seemed invincible while moving that cart forward.
Man, the cart at 95%. I mean, that's amazing. I don't think I even thought that Sky would make it 95% against Fire, but they're killing it right now.
2 seconds here. If Sky's able to get 1 very, very good push, they could make it 50%. Then start to doubt that more and more as the seconds tick by, and Sky is unable to move forward with a full 4 or 5.
Absolutely.
Since players like Noble are just so good
10,
at getting in
9,
at least 1 kill to disrupt.
7, 6.
I mean, sometimes that's all it takes. If you got all 5 grouped up, you push in, kill one of them, and then are there again for the final push. Turn it to 45. Put the clear advantage and spawn advantage on Fire. Looks like that's time. 95% by Sky.
Very, very solid.
Yeah, that's definitely nothing to scoff at.
Switching
Fire
sides.
has their work cut out for them. Even if they can make checkpoints, it's going to be very difficult for them to make
Prepare
it
to
that
start.
Going to have to make checkpoints a lot of time. I'm expecting or hoping at the very least that Fire is going to be double, maybe even triple stacking the card at every opportunity that they're given whenever they clear members of Sky off of around the objective. Looks like for now, though, they're going to go ahead and try and get a full wipe of the house.
Match starts in
where
3.
It looks like every member of Sky
1.
is posted up just outside of house, not even hiding inside it.
First elimination.
That hella money with double rockets just getting very good clear by Noble there. There's still a few members of Sky left in the house.
Yeah, oh, Venom taking him out. Wow, Sky still getting good positions. They still got shocks here. I mean, you'd hope that they clear the cart with those shocks. Mukau just sitting in the bottom of house, being a menace to Fire. I mean, I think Sky had a much better initial push rolling out than Fire does right now. If I was Fire, I'd be focusing all my attention on taking them all out. They stopped Cart there for a minute. There's still someone up next to Cart in the drone footage. Mukau getting some serious disruption, though, taken out by Whale with Cake. Whale with Cake pushing up, trying to go to stop that Cart. Taken out by Noble. Noble, one of the best killers on Fire, it seems.
It also seems like Fire, you're watching the objective counter on the very top screen there. Getting double stacks on the cart at every opportunity, like I was saying to. They're getting that speed movement on the cart whenever they're able to push up and keep Sky away from it.
Yeah. Well, it looks like they are going to the bottom of the bend. They have 40 seconds to make it to the bottom of the bend at the same time that Sky did, so I definitely think that's very possible, especially if Noble keeps pushing out, getting all these kills, being a disruptor as he is. But right as I say that, Black Widow takes him out, Cart's still moving, Gadget Man takes him out, double stacking Cart. Looks like they're actually making better time than Sky did at this point right now. So ooh, USPS just push. Is that a party bus? We got 2 on, 3 on.
They must have taken out the rockets at some point. You didn't see it.
Wow, Fire killing it right now.
Get those rockets back up. Who is it on the rockets? One side.
I guess we'll find out when they kill someone that's on Cart. Khalil, oh man, those, yeah, rockets stopping the Cart in his tracks entirely. Khalil trying to get a kill, misses a lot of his shots though. Oh man, the Cart stopped moving. Fire was making amazing time up until right now. Now definitely is the time for Fire to put all of their attention towards taking out that Rocketeer, which looks like USPS might have done. Nope, rockets are still up.
Seems like it's Whale with Cake.
Cart cleared again, but you know, hard to deny. Fire's making a good time right now. Oh, someone going in through the back, trying to get a flank. Looks like Hella Money knows it, is suspecting it, but still keeps their back. I'm wondering if they called out that person was taken out, no longer a fighter. Or it's Noble, who's just behind and killed him anyway.
Seems like those rockets have been taken out. If Fire's able to get some push in the cart, it'll be basically unstoppable if the rockets for Sky get back up.
USPS doing an amazing job on Cart there. I mean, USPS was absolutely killing. Hella Money getting taken out, couldn't quite get his dash. I know I do that all the time, it's so frustrating.
Just be a quarter of a second away from the dash recharging, but that quarter of a second couldn't save you. Rockets set up. Looks like there are very good kills by Whale with Cake, not quite able to get the cart.
Oh man. But Cart has almost made checkpoint at this point, 2 minutes, 30 seconds. I think they're pretty much on par with where Sky was, maybe just a tad behind. Definitely a good push by Fire. I think both teams are really good at pushing and maybe need to work on their defense a little bit.
Yeah, and speaking of defense here, we've got Sky crouched right next to the cart, or Venom rather, on Team Sky, crouched right next to the cart. The rest of Sky seems to be pushed way up, making sure that none of Fire can even approach. But if Fire is able to get there,
Taken out by Noble.
now.
Let's see Noble get this flank. Oh, can we get him? Oh, that's 1 kill. Can Noble get another flank kill?
I don't think that was the Rocketeer.
Looks like he's looking for the Rocketeer. Can't quite get the kill, but was definitely heavily disrupting. I really would have played this Fire taking advantage of that crazy disruption and pushing the cart while all of Sky was distracted.
Fire didn't get any inches, like they did there.
And we got 2 Sky on the cart. You wish you could see Fire. 1 minute 30 seconds. Fire, I think, is definitely behind where Sky was right now. I think Sky was made checkpoint at about 1 minute, so definitely going to be difficult for Fire. I'd like to see a little bit more grouping up by Fire. It seems like they're definitely trickling in a little bit, going in 1 by 1, and it's sort of working, but
It's not working nearly as much as they needed to.
exactly. Mukau here probably going to get taken out before they can even get a kill because they went in completely alone.
1 minute
Getting a
remaining.
kill, getting taken out. You got
That's the difficulty here. They might have very good, very active players, but you just can't, in a league match like this, where the teams are so even, get a team-wide
Checkpoint.
without some sort of support. Though it looks like they did make it past the checkpoint.
good
here.
group up by Fire there.
They're going to definitely have to triple stack the card if they want to be able to make it forward at this rate, which is going to be a high risk, high reward scenario.
Absolutely. They're only about 30 seconds behind where Sky was, which the 20% boost from keeping 3 people on cart definitely could make up for it. But oof, it looks like two fires just got down, make it 3. So Sky is definitely happy right now, trying to clear that cart. Whale with Cake pushing back a little bit though. If I was Whale with Cake, even on low health, my priority is killing the people on cart, not getting health, keeping them alive, trying to be kill hungry. It gets taken out by Noble anyway, and that's exactly why you don't want to do that. At least if he had died shooting people on cart, he would have helped out his team. But right there, he died completely alone. And, you know, and I think that's to Fire's benefit.
Fire especially seeming very solid on offense here when Noble's able to push up and disrupt and keep Sky from even approaching the cart. Like they did just there. Fire seems to be a very solid disruption team.
Absolutely.
Which can kind of go to explain why they weren't able to hold back Sky from getting that 95% earlier. They were able to push up so consistently here.
Also, I think right now is a good time to say that, you know, if any audio levels or anything are off, please let us know. We're watching the chat. You know, put some stuff in the chat. We'd love to talk to people watching the stream.
Yeah, this is a community activity beyond just the solo Willow and not Golem cast here.
Exactly. Bird Fever grabbing a rocket. I'm glad to see that Sky's using some rockets now, although I would have liked to see them use these earlier.
I'm wondering whether that might be part of their strategy. If they just don't expect that they'll have enough time or enough proper angles to be able to clear carbon rockets while it's still in that first zone. But now that Bird Feeder's able to, Bird Fever rather, is able to set up and hide away in the back, it's going to be very difficult for Fire to take out rockets. What is that? Galil able to solidly just push right up into Bird Fever's face and continue disrupting like he is right now. Finally getting taken out, getting some revenge from the Rocketeer.
Oh, Bird Fever getting taken out by Noble. Noble again behind enemy lines. He's taken out by Hella Money, but still getting his attention, getting the disruption. Any attention that's away from the cart is useful, even if you don't get a single kill. Wow, good headshot by Hella Money there. Wow, you see some great setup by Sky right now. I mean, look at how many bodies you have around cart, a sightline on cart, making sure that nobody can get on that cart and push it easily.
If I remember correctly, around this point in the match, Sky was at 6 minutes. So
True.
Fire is falling behind at this point, even though their disruption is going great. Their follow-up pushes on the cart don't seem to be holding up quite as well as they need it to.
Absolutely. I mean, still 4 minutes to go, but it's really looking like this is going to be a Sky victory. You know, Fire kind of needs a miracle play of really just getting some heavy kills or heavy disruption or heavy something to keep that cart moving. I mean, you'd like to triple stack it and get all the kills, you know, have your cake you needed to, but Fire's going to have to allocate their resources only at 96% with 3.5 minutes left. I mean, you're right. I think Sky had 5.5 minutes left at 76%, so definitely going to be difficult.
We'll see whether Sky is able to just hold Fire right in front of the bridge when they're able to keep rockets alive. There's just nothing Fire can do about it. Fire can take out those rockets without any movement of the cart.
Absolutely. Hello Money doing work keeping this cart from moving though.
Tried to get a cheeky bounce shot off of that wall there, not quite able to secure it so well.
Just barely moving cart, which, you know, I mean, those inches, they all add up.
Bird Fever pushed back because of a disruptor from Fire.
Meg, you're totally right. This match got us on the edge of our seats for both of teams. Absolutely. I mean, you know, Sky's got a great defense right now, but for the rest of the match, I mean, it was so evenly matched. And, you know, if you're rooting for Fire, I mean, you're definitely going to be biting your nails with 2.5 minutes at 78%.
Yeah, Fire's able to get some solid pushes with 2 on health. They might be able to make it with enough time to get to 95%, but they're only able to get small micro pushes, which is what you might normally see out of a game where 2 teams are very different. That's quite what Fire needs.
Yeah, Fire needs a lot more than micro pushes. I mean, normally there's nothing wrong with micro pushes, but with how bad Sky was pushing against Fire, you know, they kind of need it.
Cart getting held. They had a decent push around that sector there, and then Sky was able to get all members of Fire to the cart. Hella Money moving forward.
Man, Hella Money is just doing so much work for Sky. I mean, definitely a great pickup for them. Hella Money, I mean, he's doing amazing. Probably top fragging on their whole team.
No, that looks like like top frag is Whale with Cake with 88 kills.
Wow, that's insane. Good job, Whale with Cake.
Yeah, let's just hop over to them for a second. Well, I guess
Nope.
we're not the ones in control here. We're at the mercy of G-Man this cast.
We're at the mercy of if he's getting that many kills, then the camo should naturally just line up with him. So
At some point. Maybe Whale with Cake is just standing around the cart, and a lot of what we're seeing here is the disruptors trying to get some sort of flank, some sort of distraction.
exactly. I bet you these rocketeers or long-range snipers.
Oh yeah, that
those
would
lines.
explain it too. Almost up to 90 kills there.
I mean,
However,
good for Whale with Cake. At the coveted 86% with less than a minute left, I mean, it's practically impossible for Fire to make it 100% here. Very unfortunate for Fire, but for MMR purposes, you want to push that as hard as you can. You never give up in these games.
yeah, everything counts. Even if you're not going to win overall, the MMR is very important in these matchups. Even if you lose a match, if you do well enough against a good enough team, you can still gain a decent amount of MMR, not lose any sort of ranking in whatever tier you're in. And again, even after this map, we still have one, maybe two more, depending on how Waterway's
10,
going to go.
Yeah,
9,
and you know what,
8,
Waterway, you did give it to
7,
Fire in your
6,
prediction.
5,
Fire's definitely a
4,
killer team, and it
3,
looks like Fire's getting a lot of kills. They're not
1.
getting heavily outkilled here.
Time's
It's just,
up. Red
unfortunate.
team wins.
Better grouping up by Sky on the attack, it seems. Not even necessarily Sky on the defense. Let's see. So far for Launchpad, our top killer, Whale with Cake, 94 and 49. That is insane. Over on Fire, we got Galil, Arthur, and Noble, 73 and 69 and 70 and 64. I mean, really amazing players over there. But if you look at Sky, you got 3 players in the 60s with the kills. I love the balls. So, it seems like Sky just got a little bit more kills, maybe a little bit more grouping up, and, good job, Sky.
Yeah, but good work to both teams. That was a very even match, very exciting match to watch and to cast over so far. Hopefully we get a similar result out of the Waterway game, which is going to be up next.
Absolutely. And while we're in between games right here, it's a good time to say we got 20 people watching and 3 likes. The likes do really help the league get so far. It helps people see the videos, and we're starting to get some 1,000 views on a couple videos now, and that's really exciting. So if you want the league to grow, definitely like these videos. It super helps with the YouTube algorithm, giving it to other people and new players so they can see what Hyperdash is all about.
And also, not just for the algorithm, but also for your benefit, if you want to go ahead and subscribe to the Dash League Network channel or hit the bell button down in the bottom, you'll get notifications for when new streams pop up and new videos. And you can also go ahead and check out our other social media over on Instagram, Facebook, the TikTok
Yeah,
channel.
the TikTok is actually very exciting. We got Waterway up next here, but the TikTok is very exciting. They put a lot of highlights in the highlights channel up in there. I think it's definitely worth checking out.
Yeah.
But yeah, Waterway, very interesting. Ash says his prediction correct so far. Let's see. Ash said payload, Sky wins, domination, Fire, and control point, Fire. So Ash is predicting a Fire win. You know what? I don't think that's a bad prediction at all. I think Fire taking Waterway and taking it to a control point is completely fair. And I would actually love to see that. But I hope that this match can get started soon. It looks like they're not doing too much talking. Mostly just communicating about, maybe last minute changes to their strategies given Sky. I mean, definitely if I'm Fire, I'm like, man, we gotta win this. Like, we can't afford to lose this match.
Is the onus is on Fire to make sure that Sky can't take this map off of them, because if Sky takes Waterway, that's it. It's over.
Absolutely.
Sky will just take the entire match. No control point needed.
Yep. And one more time, just real quick, a way to win your very own Oculus Quest 2. Very easy to enter. Just follow the directions up on the board. It's going to be up on the description too. A Quest 2, it's a great machine. It's what all of Loop uses, so definitely recommend it. It's a great play.
The big benefit of the Quest 2 is no wires at all.
Nope.
You just put on the headset, put the controllers in your hand, set up like a Guardian barrier, and then you're good to go. You can do it pretty much anywhere.
Not a single wire inside or out. It just runs on VR
wires.
Magic.
It just works on Magic.
You know, I have you seen those videos of like kids not at high school is kicking back up like on lunch? They'll go and sit in the corner with their quest and they'll be like playing VR games in in their lunchroom.
It's very modern.
It's so
What is
funny.
this sword? Oh, is this some sort of G-Man thing?
Yeah, so this is part of the. I think it's part of the Galil main guy. It might be G-Man thing. So apparently this sword is just in the data files of Hyperdash, but like it's not anywhere actually in the game.
They wanted to just keep it undone. So melee weapons is kind of the difficult thing to implement correctly in this end.
Yeah, yeah. Swords are always weird because you don't get that like force feedback of a sword, so there's nothing stopping you from just like swinging around wildly and just like killing everyone around you.
Yeah, it's hard to not turn into a helicopter to death. Like just
Exactly.
spinning control in a circle while you're sitting in the corner of the lunchroom.
Like chivalry, you got to be your night tornado.
Yeah,
Just,
exactly.
running around and spinning.
Those are the
Meg saying Quest 2 trumps Quest 1. Totally agree. Never had a Quest 1.
Two
Don't
is
want
always
one.
better than one. It's bigger than one too.
It is, and I think they talk about releasing Quest 2 Pro very soonish. I don't know when that is.
What
Like
would that entail?
rumors. I don't know. I think a lot of it is just better cooling because the Quest 2 right now is running the best processor around, but you can't use 100% of it because the heating is too hot.
Basically very red. Nice pathway.
Exactly. Ash again saying Fire's going to win Waterway and CP. Yep. I definitely can see that happening. I definitely could see Sky winning CP too. I mean, after a launchpad game like that where they outkill Fire so badly. CP is kind of an interesting one because CP is the perfect mix of like how badly can you outkill and also keep team coordination. I think Waterway leans a lot more heavily on just the can you kill a bunch of people, and Launchpad relies a lot more heavily on how coordinated are you. I think D, the best team in all of the league, is a great example of that. Of they've got great killers on their team, no doubt, but their team coordination is what makes them the best team.
It looks like Fire at this point is done with their strat talks. Now they're just going to be waiting up for Sky to finish. We've got about 5 minutes left for this discussion period where they're going to have to start the match. But if they're done early, we'll see Noble, a very, very straight line, kind of a display of their accuracy here.
Yeah. Yeah, Meg saying that Al had the first one, but said I don't want to get one in the second one. Once he got used to it, he wanted the second one. Just feels better and better results. In reference to the Quest 2 versus the Quest 1. Yeah, I can totally see.
Never used it before.
Oh,
Oh,
doing
thank
a
you,
hard.
Noble.
Oh
That
no,
was
his
very
bullets
cute.
are gone. We can do it. Yeah, another one. That one's a little more janky. That was a little bit of an ugly
There's some sort of heart condition
heart.
there.
He's got some heart palpitations with that one.
Yeah.
Well, coming up on 5.5 minutes. Fire's ready. I wish Sky was ready. Looks like G-Man's harassing them right now, trying to get them to start. I love it. If we ever cast your game straight to the us more or less of our strategies perfectly down 100% of the time. We don't even really need to talk anymore. And I think that's a thing of good teams is you already know what you're doing when you go into it. You might do a little bit of last minute changes, but
Especially if you have 1 or 2 person roster change outside of whatever might be your ideal roster, but even still, it's a good indication of a team's skill and coordination, even just how little time or how much time they'll spend in the strat talk area.
absolutely. Looks like I don't know who the leader is, but it looks like Fire and or Sky leaving the bots on again. Big no. Got to turn those bots off.
No bot Arnie for you.
Yeah, no bot.
Getting some headshots from across the map just on a whim. Snap turn like a god.
Looks like they're all pointing at the sky, trying to.
They
get
might
the
be pointing at the bot over there.
Yeah,
Looks like she's been checking around that second bot, zooming in and out. The classic indicator that casters are ready.
Absolutely.
Just waiting for Sky or Fire to start the game.
We got Ahi from Fire in the chat. Bro, that payload was intense. Come on, Fire, you got it. Totally agree. I'd love to see Fire win this one. I think every caster always wants to see a
Match
control point
starts
because it's
in
just more
3,
fun. It's more
2,
interesting things that are happening.
1.
And more game.
Go.
More, it is more game.
Red takes A.
Here,
Red
this is going
takes
to be
B.
a strong indication
First elimination.
how well each team is doing. The opener of a match can be a point in and of itself. If they
Countered.
scored on the first 1 to 2 respawns, then
A back and forth usually.
Red team scores countered. Red team score countered.
already
USPS just being a menace in their,
Blue takes C.
spawn. It's crazy.
the counters.
USPS
Blue
still
team
alive.
countered.
I mean,
Red takes
trying to pick
A.
up like 3 health packs in a row.
Blue
She's
takes
absolutely
A.
killing it. Probably
Red
wait for
takes
to
A.
get B before she pushes up. That is a nice strategy.
Blue
Tucker.
takes A.
Uh-oh.
Blue
Guy
takes
there
B.
for a bit.
Yeah, we'll have the feedback.
Red takes B.
Died on the Discord.
Blue takes B.
Died on the stream.
Oh,
We're
there
back.
we go. Alright,
Cool.
we got a
Red
good little
takes
mini-map.
B.
G-Man's mini-map definitely really good. You can see the colors in the mini-map changes with which color has which area. Red being sky, blue being fire. And right
Blue
now,
takes
Sky's got
B.
2. Oh, just transitions to fire having B. Looks like we got multiples on B back and forth. Bird Fever still staying alive though.
And it looks like there's probably some back.
Blue takes B.
So far, the advantage has been
Red
Sky.
takes
They're
C.
good about their own point and taking one of the others. Haven't quite been able to get that team clear that they need in order to secure B
Blue
as well.
takes A. Red takes B.
Absolutely. Just as they take
Blue
B,
takes
looks like Fire
B.
was able to take their own
Red takes B.
Venom and another Sky. I think that's Black Widow in Fire's base, holding the point down. So, you know, I mean, Fire looks like they're holding just the enemy
Red
base.
team scores
And we
3
got a
countered.
countdown.
Red
No,
takes
not quite
C.
though.
SPS.
Looks like they got B
Blue
and
takes
C
C.
at the same time. So it's going to be a transition.
Red
Maybe
takes
even Fire
B.
can. Oh, it looks like we got multiple Fire in Sky's base. Maybe we'll see a Fire countdown here in a second.
This is very intense.
Oh,
Blue
Noble getting a
takes
double there with
B.
double headshots. Good on Noble.
A lot of concentration here from both teams trying to make sure that they move in, not just in general, but at the right time in order to score a point before
Blue
the
team
react.
scores encountered.
Nice, button pushing the enemy base, not quite able
Blue
to secure
team
it.
scores in 3,
Hands.
2
Noble
countered.
just killing it at the enemy base. I mean, we knew that Noble is one of the best Fire players, and I think this is really
Red takes
Noble
A.
dash.
Blue team countered.
Good on Noble. Noble
Red
can't
takes
quite get the
A.
kill. I mean, there was 3 Sky there, definitely hard to pull off. But a good base hold by Noble. I mean, at the very least, even if you're not getting a countdown, you're causing them
Red
to
takes
stress
B.
out, be like, oh no, we gotta get this
Red
guy out of our
takes
base.
B.
And that leaves room for the rest of your team to push up.
Push up and also to get control of their own base, which I think
Blue
is
takes A.
where they before. Too many members of Sky in Fire's base.
Absolutely.
Fire
Blue
has
team
control of
scores
both A and
in
C, and now
encountered.
B
Red takes B.
aren't able to hold down
Red
those buttons
takes
quite
B.
yet, though. Sky able to get some sort of respawn from other team members.
Bird Fever seems to really
Red
like the
takes
long
B.
range pistol sniping. I think it's a good strategy to pistol
Blue
snipe for
takes
just a few
A.
seconds. You know, wait
Red
for your team to
takes A.
respawn and then push up. I think that's the best possible
Red
way to go
team
about it.
scores
Waiting for your team to
encountered.
respawn or whatever and just sitting there to stay alive. It's not helpful to anyone.
Red
The last
takes
thing you
B.
push out. So definitely a good show of experience right there. Yeah.
They
Really,
know what they like to do, and that's something that you really want to emphasize. Strategy for this map is do
Red
what you
team
like to do at the
scores
same time as the
3,
rest of your
2
team.
countered.
Bird Fever.
Oh,
holding the lead.
perfect counter by Khalil Arthur. I mean, that was a close point to Sky. Definitely, we're not seeing the domination from Fire that
Blue
I think we're
takes
hoping
A.
for. I mean, it's going back and forth, so at least there's, you know, Fire isn't also being
Blue
dominated. But
team
Fire
scores
definitely
in
really good,
counter.
Waterway. Also, this is some of Fire's
Blue
best
takes
players.
A.
So,
Red
I'm
takes
surprised we
A.
haven't gotten a few more countdowns.
This Sky
Blue
really
takes
seems to have
C.
it together even more than they've had in the past on previous Waterway
Blue
games.
takes
They
B.
just continue to improve more and more as the league progresses.
Absolutely. I think
Red
the
takes
management
B.
definitely helps them out a lot. You know, they're probably getting some tutoring from some really teams even better than
Blue
ours.
takes
So,
B.
you know, I don't doubt it.
I wouldn't be surprised about that either.
No, they definitely are. Guy is showing some crazy improvement from the start of the league. We fought them, I think it was cycle
Blue
1.
team scores
One,
in
and
counter.
now, you know, I'm not sure.
Red takes A.
Guy just is really showing some dominance.
Yeah, yeah. Although no
Blue
one
takes
scored
B.
at this time in the
Blue
game. I
takes
would have
A.
expected that maybe Fire would have actually scored one. But they've hardly even got any countdowns since Sky has been able to have control of at least one.
Absolutely. It looks like
Red
Fire's got
takes
control
C.
of both bases though. Oh,
Blue
just lost it.
team
Bird
score
Fever's the only one holding
countered.
down B. Looks like they
Blue
can count
takes
down for just
C.
a second. You got 2 Fire in the enemy base, but you know,
Blue
not many in
takes
their own.
C.
Okay, trying to get a flank on B, not quite able to secure any kills, and therefore not the button. Gadget Man has that sneaky Sky Flare in their sights, and then just lost
Red
it.
takes
Can't
B.
seem to find them anymore. I wonder if someone else on their team took them out.
Blue takes B.
Gadget Man holding down B there, getting a good kill. Oh, gets taken out though. Man, you see 4
Red
of
takes
Fire
B.
in Sky's base. There's 4 of Sky in Fire's base, I should say.
Red team
Looks like they all
score
rotated back
countered.
to B though. I mean, that was good
Blue
adaptability on their
takes
part.
A.
But you know, you don't want everyone to leave. Being adaptable is
Blue
definitely
takes
important.
C.
Knowing when to go back and forward is definitely
Blue
important.
takes
But you
A.
have to be in those comms saying, "Hey, I'm going back for B. You guys stay there. Lock it down."
That was a very good
Red
clear
team
in Fire's
score
base.
countered.
Just not quite able to get the dash they needed to get the health they needed to be
Blue takes B. Blue team countered.
very quick jumps from that one Fire.
Blue team score countered.
Oh,
Red takes
Noble just
B.
got a countdown there for a second, but gets countered by Hella Money. Hella Money still
Blue
killing it.
takes B.
You know, let's see how many kills.
Red
got
takes
right now?
A.
12 to 14. Definitely not bad.
Yeah, we've got
Blue takes C. Blue team scores
Sky
in
up in the
3,
20s in the
2,
kills.
1.
Noble
Countered.
almost up in the 20s. Now that Noble gets one more defensive kill there. Both teams looking fairly even, and that shows also in the score. The
Red
game
takes
of
A.
17 minutes.
Blue takes B.
Scored a few countdowns, but it hasn't been.
Red takes B.
Countdowns. It's just been
Blue
This feels a
takes
lot like
B.
the Fair versus Fury that we just got done casting half an hour ago.
which, if you haven't
Red
seen
takes
it,
B.
go ahead and watch that after this match. It was a lot of fun, very exciting, just like this watering up, very back and forth.
Yep, the baguette fight.
Yep.
But you know what? Honestly, Sky and Fire, I think I've got a lot more personal skin in the game with Sky and Fire. Fire being the Soul Team, Sky, I'm not sure if they're affiliated, but either way,
Blue
we've
takes
seen them
B.
throughout the whole league, and I'm super impressed by how far they've come. Same with Fire. I mean, Fire does some really good hookups. Noble and
Blue
amazing player,
takes
probably even better than
B.
me. I mean, he's just
Red
absolutely
takes
killing it.
B. Blue takes B.
But you know, that said, still no scores.
Red takes
Still,
B.
Fire has 2 out of 3
Red
points.
takes C.
Really back and forth. Have
Red
control of
takes
B and
B.
their own, but then they just lose B as soon as they get their own point back. I'm wondering if this might be a no team is going to end up scoring 3 points. This really is going to be telling on who can score the first point. That might cause the enemy team to panic.
Red team scores 3. Countered. Red takes C. Red team score countered. Red team scores
It's
3.
probably going to end up
2
winning.
countered. Red team
That's
scores
my
3.
take. If Sky doesn't get a point right
Countered.
now, Fire might be a lot more
Countered.
desperate to try and score further points.
Blue takes C.
Might be the jumpstart thing.
Outside chance that Fire might actually play
Red
better and
takes
more
B.
aggressive if Sky is able to score first and then take back the game. But
That's a very interesting thought, you know, and I totally
Red
agree.
team
I think Fire's
scores
biggest issue is
3.
just they're not
Countered.
Oh, this might be a score for Sky. Oh, just barely countered.
there's a cat in the
Blue
background
takes
of
B.
our audio here. Hopefully you guys can't hear it.
I don't
or
think
can.
they can hear it. I've got a
Very
good
cute
mic.
cat.
Blue takes Blue
anyways,
team
got,
scores in
countdown by
3.
Fire.
Countered.
Love to see it.
Blue
Shield
team
able to hold down
scores
the enemy
in
point.
countered.
Continuing with that
Red
countdown, getting
red
countered
team
again.
scores
It's a reverse
3.
countdown now.
2 countered.
Fire has been
Red
extremely
team
good at stealing the
scores
dashes of
3.
Sky. I mean, definitely
Countered. Red team scores
looks like they still get the
3,
countdown.
2,
And they,
1.
this might be it.
Red
That's a
team
point for Sky.
wins
That was
this
good.
round.
Wow, Bird Fever just screaming in celebration. Oh man, good job, Sky. I mean, let's hope that we see what you talked about.
Go.
Fire now is going to kick it into gear. They know they need to be aggressive. They know they need to be
Red
aggressive.
first
They
elimination.
know it. But also, Sky definitely might also, you know, feel invigorated, feel like they can do it, get those mental games out of the way. I know definitely for me, when I'm fighting a team that I think I'm going to lose against, I don't perform nearly as well as I do.
Red team
know that we can win
scores
against them. Fire
3,
never capturing their own
2,
base. Another
1
countdown for Sky
counter.
already. This is a
Red
dangerous game
takes
for Fire.
B.
That was a very, very close
Blue
shot.
takes
Fire
C.
barely got those buttons. Now we've got control of the enemy point.
Red
They're
takes
on
C.
B. They weren't quite able to secure it in time. The wheel trying to clear his own point. Not quite able to get
Blue
it.
team scores in countered. Red team
Angie in the chat.
scores
Sky.
3, 2,
You know,
1.
you might be right. I mean, it's a
Red team wins this
a
round.
second point for Sky. I mean, perfect timing. Now, I don't know. This is going to be hard for Fire.
There's 14 minutes left.
Match
That's
point.
more than enough time to score 3 times, but
Red takes A.
they're playing at the top of the game. Sky
First
ended up winning
elimination.
the mental game once they scored that first point. They might end up getting a third before Fire can even get one. That's going to be my prediction here.
Blue takes B.
Base.
Blue takes C.
Oh, look how really causing some disruption, but not able to get the kill. Unfortunate for Mukau, but you know they were taking on
Red
Whale with
takes
Cake, which
B.
I think is Sky's top killer. So you know no surprises there. Whale with Cake really killing him. Oh man, getting a kill on
So
Galil.
that's one kill. Not
Red
quite able to get
team
that dash
scores
there.
3
Countdown
countered.
for Sky.
Red
Fire
takes
counter.
B.
I would have liked to see Whale
Red
holding that
team
button down.
scores
Might
3
not have
countered.
expected that a countdown would have started right there. That's kind of what I suspect.
Red team
So I wonder,
scores 3,
how much
2 countered.
really holding down
Red
buttons. I see a
team
lot of buttons
scores
on B,
3
but not on the
countered.
enemy base. They seem to want to clear out the enemy
That was weird.
before holding the buttons like Hello Money is doing right now.
Elementing doing a great job holding the button. Although you know if you're holding the button and the enemy base isn't taking it, it's really
Blue
important
takes
to get
B.
killed like that.
Red takes
It's
B.
an obvious mistake. But I
Blue
think it's
takes
still
A.
working out. I mean, little mistakes like that.
Blue
do
team
add up, but
countered.
definitely not enough for Sky to lose this. 12 minutes.
Red
It's
takes
possible.
B.
It's possible for Fire. I mean, we've seen it before, going 2 and 3, but definitely going to be difficult.
I'm sure if Fire is able to score 1 point, that they can get the other 2 they need afterwards. They just need that bit of inspiration.
Blue takes B.
So far, not quite.
Blue team scores countered.
It is a
Red
countdown
takes
Countdown for
B.
Fire. Oh, it instantly countered both at B and A. So
This guy must have had a team member hidden.
Blue takes B. Blue team
Stitch in the chat.
countered.
Fire's going to stick a compromise after that first point. That's totally possible. It really can go either way. It can definitely be scary to get captured.
Red takes
Scored on,
C.
especially twice in a row like that. I mean, I know I would definitely be panicking right now if I was Fire.
It really just depends.
Blue takes C.
Absolutely. Noble, you know, doing what Noble does.
Red takes C.
Disruption. Well, not this. Oh yeah, no, that is
Encountered.
disruption getting in there.
Blue takes A.
Capping those buttons.
Red
Good job
takes
by Noble.
A.
It's taken out though.
Blue takes
Something
B.
Fire is,
Red
done
takes B.
consistently.
Blue takes
Correct me
B.
if I'm wrong, is taking their own base, taking
Red
the enemy
takes
base,
B.
and passing through B, which Sky will then still have control over.
Absolutely. I think it's over that like that.
You need to have at least one person
Red
try
countered.
getting that secure on B before or right at base.
I know it's not an uncommon strategy to have someone dedicated to just doing B and they never attack the enemy base. I've seen it happen before. You know, maybe not much, but
Blue takes
in
B.
Fire's case,
Red
you
takes
know, that
A.
might be the stepping stone that they
Blue
need
takes
before they
C.
can, you know, start scoring on Sky some more. I mean,
We'll see whether or not they
Blue
make that
team
decision.
scores in 3.
Get a point
Countered.
countdown.
Red takes
Counted on
A.
B.
countered on A too. Yeah.
Sky got their base once again.
Cow, take him out. Yep, takes out Hella Money. That's a good kill, especially since Hella Money can really cause some damage. But look at this. You got 3, 4 Sky on Bravo.
Blue
I mean,
takes A.
it's just really
Red
good
takes A.
right there. It's really good play
Blue
by Sky.
takes A.
Really low, but still pushing on.
Red takes C.
Drop into the enemy base. Didn't even have to use any
Blue
special
takes
attack.
B. Red takes
Very
A.
confident in that move. It's little things like that that can save you a lot of time and save you lives. Dashes, but still being able to move around effectively.
Mukau not seeing Whale with Cake there, camping on their sniper.
Red team scores
This
3.
might be it.
Sky.
This might be it for Sky,
One.
or for
Two fire members left.
that's
Red
it.
team
That's a
wins.
victory for Sky. 3-0.
Good game.
Wow, definitely not following the predictions that we went with, but you know, I think that was a really good game.
Sky turning out to be a killer team. still, no shade to Fire. They did great, especially on this waterway. They were very active. They got a lot of kills. Noble, top of the leaderboard on Team Fire, 34 and 36, but 11,000 points. You can tell they've been pushing the buttons a lot, probably getting a lot of counters, defending their own base or the enemies.
It's funny, I think Fire actually has a bigger collective score than Sky does, but Sky, Black Widow, 34-33 with 13,000 points. I mean, that's really impressive by Black Widow. Whale with Kick going 56 and 25 and 11,000 points. Just shows that pressing buttons and playing the objective really is more important than getting kills. But, you know, not to undermine what Whale with Cake did, I mean, that's some insane stats they had right there.
It's all about getting those effective kills.
Exactly.
And I think that was one of the big things that Fire missed here.
The celebration for Sky, great job by Sky. I think Fire did some great plays there.
It was definitely a close game the entire time.
Absolutely.
After that first point, they just started to lose it. Perhaps next time.
Has captured the control point. Red team has captured the control point. Blue team has captured